Las Vegas. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Play fake. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. That'll be complete to Sermon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive going into the week, because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up, keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And the Raiders have got him. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Love. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Off the play fake, Love. That'll be caught downfield by Byrd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw, very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you don't want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Henry running right. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. For the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. They're going right back to Hamler. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career. And you realize it's not just about the numbers. It's about the accomplishments. It's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 0.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Running left, it's Henry. Muscles him off. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was ball and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and goal. Love forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Raiders, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun with Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
Put it right down their throat.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. These 2 teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have the Raiders' first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. Blue 30.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike Ward.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On 3rd down, Love. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 13 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chargers 21. Raiders nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, refusing to go down. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Bird to return from his end zone.
Jameer Bird on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Grenard. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Love's throw caught by Bird here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Escaping the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Tony Pollard. with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 2, Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs. And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Love to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This to make it a 3-score game late. McCann's kick up and good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points. And now here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now...
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 26.
They begin with Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Roethlisberger's throw there, complete to Hamler. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A handoff, running left, Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Block 80. Alert, alert.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And this is caught inside the 5. And we're going out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff to Henry. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. This will go to Henry out wide. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Chargers, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.